Good morning. I wanted to do a little video on honey locust. Now, this is a wood that rarely gets shown on woodworkers' channels or popular channels that I've watched, and it's kind of a fantastic medium for whatever you want to do. Honey locust has a similar name to black locust, but the two of them are completely different. And I've got a couple of samples that we'll go over, but I wanted to jump right in. If none of you have ever used this, or if any of you have not used this woodworking database, it's fantastic. I love it. You go there, you look up anything you want to, and it shows you exactly all the different characteristics of a lumber. Honey locust is hard. It's about 1600 on the Jonka scale. And if you compare that to white oak is about 1400. So it's a good bit harder than white oak, and it's got some interesting properties like a little bit of rot resistance, similar to white oak. But the color is just really, really interesting. It's almost pink, like cherry, how it starts out before it deepens to a red. It's just it's not bland at all. You look at a lot of woodworkers, they're all focused on white oak. White oak is nice, and it's got a lot of interesting characteristics, but this honey locust, I don't know why more people aren't seeking it out. This is one of my boards a buddy at work gave me. He just let me wander around his farm and cut down any tree that I wanted, which was just, fantastic. But you can see this stuff is gorgeous. I mean, it's got very interesting colors. Contrast that to a couple of pieces of black locust. Black locust is fantastic too. It's got its own uniqueness. It's got like a green color until it turns to a nice golden brown. And it's a little bit harder than honey locust. But honey locust is fantastic. Take a look at this color variation here. I don't know what this is. I don't think it's spalting, because I have another piece over there and it's got gray spalting, like what you would think. Well, here's a piece over there. That right there, it looks like your traditional spalted wood. I'm not sure what this brown streaking is, but it's pretty neat. I apologize for the hand holding, but I wanted to try and zoom in and show you something very neat about honey locust. Honey locust is one of the shinier lumbers that I've ever seen. It's got ray fleck beyond anything that, well, it's just unique. It's a unique size of fleck. It's just really, really shiny. Here's a pretty good shot of it right here. See if I can get that to pop out. The detail is just, I don't know, it glistens. Here's that piece with a little bit of actual gray spalting. It's just pretty. So I made my bench out of hickory with the intent of making something really, really durable. And hickory is known for being one of the hardest woods in North America. Now, honey locust is not all that much softer than hickory. So I could have made it out of honey locust. I just didn't know too much about honey locust before I came across this tree. So there you have it. Honey locust is a beautiful lumber. It's hard, it's durable. You can make all kinds of projects with it, and it's readily available in my area. Now, one thing to note about honey locust is it is a gnarly, formidable tree if you encounter it in the wild. Those hollow spurs are sharp. Now, when my buddy helped me come across, or let me wander around on his farm, I wandered around and managed to find a massive one, and that's those two boards I showed earlier came from a massive honey locust, and the burrs, it was almost like eagle nests full of these spurs, and it took me a little while with the chainsaw to even get close to the trunk. But there you have it, honey locust. It's pretty neat.